I can see an innate desire, sword in hand, warriors side by side. I can feel it, it burns like fire. Worlds collide, an unstable landscape, side by side. But that's what this man thinks. Be it might, and unlikely allegiance. We will fight because that's the best defense. No turning back, for such is our path. It's clear as we ride against a dark empire. By my soul, may the last thing they hear be the roar of this raging fire. Listen, be the savagery mindset. Not today, we'll let loose and find it. Brutal will define our reaction. Rip out the throat of each one in defection. No turning back, for such is our path. This day we find the glorious death. Fear not, my friend, for righteous the path. They shall remember glorious death. Glorious! The angels have fallen, my allies are beaten and broken down. I shed not a tear. After all, this is why we are here. A war we were not supposed to win. If I'm to die tonight, I'll kill every demon that stands in my sight. Go! You must say me a fool. I stand on the skeletons of every goal. But if I'm to die, well, this very night, we'll kill every demon that stands in us. No turning back, for such is our path. This day we find the glorious death. Fear not, my friend, for righteous the path. They shall remember glorious death. Make them remember glorious death. Glorious
Okay, we are live. It's Braxcast live once again, guys. We got Zaid Comics in the chat. We got Rippa HQ here as well. We've got Merc Lounge who's driving. So that is good. Hopefully, you have a safe drive getting to wherever you need to go. Uh, I had some issues getting live on Twitch, but we are live on Twitch. There's one viewer there. Although I don't think a lot of you guys. Maybe nice to be Twitch affiliate, but I don't think it's going to happen. But anyways, so this has been a pretty exciting week for the Rippaverse, I would say, because what we have really is this phenomenon. And I remember seeing this a while ago when I was more into gaming news. There would be leaks of like Nintendo games launching, and it would be like, oh, these Walmart post are these Walmart pages of games that aren't released yet. And that's how people found out like games are releasing. This is happening for the Rippaverse now, which is like really cool to see. So this happened a couple days ago at this point, maybe even like Monday or so. I can't exactly remember, but we got a bunch of titles that were revealed because the postings for them or the pages for them were on Walmart. Yes, and I did want definitely beat me to it. Even though you're driving, you still have to mention that. But Merc Lounge did a fantastic video showcasing the leaks. I didn't see it. I saw the leaks, but I guess you did. But we can go over those leaks. I know Merc hates watching his own content, but he's apparently the one that brought it to attention. So we're going to Merc Lounge. So yeah, so here we go. This was 3 days ago. And I just want to remove to make sure that we get the audio. No, that's not what I wanted to play. But anyways, we did get 2 books that were released. I don't think one of them was the one that was share system audio. Yes, you'll be in mute. So we'll go through this video. Not sleep timer. I'm not sleeping yet. I'm never sleeping. I never need to. I need to sleep. We'll go at 1.5 speed. Here we go. Stuff like Ron Kopp Exclave. So Ron Kopp, believe that's the company that was founded by one of the shell companies by Lily and Michael Copper, Fontano. So yeah, just a whole bunch of books, and they've got this like in the plan. More arc stream. Of course, we got the Santwan'S. Oh, no video. Oh, of course. Here we go. I forgot to add it. Such a freaking dumbass.
What have I done?
I'm popping here and there, and my head is spinning with all these titles I'm seeing on screen. But let's check out a few titles. Let's start with Santwan'S Exclave #1. Now, Santwan is a character that some fans have been wanting to see more of. If we go by...
Okay, so this book, Santwan'S Exclave #1, it's been launched. So we have it here, Santwan'S Exclave #1. So this is one of the books that was released, and it has launched, which is really, really cool. And we'll go over these, but it's basically... but yeah, we'll go over Santwan'S Exclave #1, but we're going to watch this whole video first.
Hey, Santwan'S document card, then you know that this man is a powerful Exclave that has gone up against beings that are not from Earth. And of course, he has a good level of super strength, right? He has dragged tanks that belong to the Texas military. Now, let's check his book synopsis from Barnes & Noble. When the Deviling King's invasion reshapes Flores Park and the world beyond, everyone has to choose a side. Even a hired gun who'd rather answer to no one. Santwan is a mercenary, a wild card, and one of the most dangerous Exclaves walking the streets. As a fallout from the Rippaverse's first major crossover event spills into his world, Santwan faces threats, opportunities, and enemies that force him into a fight he never asked for. this is one to look forward to simply because, we know that Santwan is no hero. We know he's in the business of making money. But will this event change the course of his ways, seeing how everything is going south right in front of his eyes? I got a feeling this is going to be a good one. Lastly, let's look at Ron Kopp, Exclave #1. Now, this involves a pair of Michael Copper and Lillian Renashi. If Ron Kopp sounds familiar to you, then it should. Ron Kopp was first mentioned in Alpha Core #1 as one of the companies that the pair own, and the company was mentioned again in the Catch and Kill short story from Rippaverse #3. Let's look at this book's synopsis. While the world burns, some people see opportunity. Michael Copper and Lillian Renashi have built empires on the edge of the law, and as the Deviling King invasion throws Florespark and the world into chaos, the pair move to exploit every fracture, every desperate deal, and every distracted hero. When heroes are busy saving the world, nobody is watching the villains. Since we'll be seeing this from the pair's perspective, I wonder what they could be plotting. Right here it says that they'll try to exploit every fracture, every desperate deal, and every distracted hero. Could they be using Zephyr, aka Arcstream, during this time? That's a good question. And if so, what will they have him doing? We know Lillian is trying to make her own Brian Solari, so I guess you could have Arcstream running around the city to government laboratories to get specific files regarding the creation of Accepts. I don't know, I'm just throwing stuff at the wall. But there are a ton more books that you can check out if you want to. Me personally, I don't want to get spoiled, so I'm going to try and avoid the synopsis for, issues numbers 2 and above for books where I haven't even read issue 1 yet. Do let me know in the comment section which titles are you most excited for after these quote-unquote leaks have been surfaced. Put it all down below, and don't forget to like this video if you haven't already. If you're new here, I hope you consider subscribing. Thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. And also thank you, Gannon and Mr. Snell, for the list of books on Discord. Y'all take care now.
Okay, absolutely fantastic video by Merc Lounge. I mean, you guys should all be watching him instead of me. Because I don't nearly put out stuff this detailed, but I don't think I'm going to go over the full list of books on Braxcast, live here or when I do the recorded episode. I'll just acknowledge it and say, hey, it's pretty easy to find. But like I said, just the fact that this is happening, I find to be really interesting. And hopefully you guys are able to watch that. But as promised, we are going to go over Santwan Exclave #1. So the Exclave event, really getting invested in. We know Saoirse's going to get her own book. Alpha Core and Horseman are going to get their own book during the Exclave event. So the Exclave event is focused on Isom, Bloodroof, and Gooding. And those are the 3 characters that are actually involved in the main event. But there's going to be a lot of characters involved with the Exclave event because it's going to affect all of Florespark. So them getting their own books and really fleshing out this crossover event is going to be really, really cool. Yes, definitely agree with that, and I am excited for these new books. But so yeah, so we have the 3 issues of Isom. Santwan is the muscle, 6'7", except the man Darren Fontano called when a problem needed to be handled by hand. He took the contracts, he did the work, he cashed the checks. And the thing, I'm not sure how many of you guys have watched or read the concept art book. I did a video where I went through the entire concept art book because I was able to snag a copy and then I gave it away. So this is last year. This is when I was still in New York. I did one going through the entire concept art book. And Santwan's, character is described by Eric July as that Darren Fontano is meant to challenge like the brains. He's this mental challenge more so, whereas Santwan is this physical threat to Isom in Isom #1. And you see it very well because he goes to Darren, he's having this, because they had this history in high school and such, and they're, talking it out, and it's a conflict that's much more in the fact that they have personalities that are conflicting, and of course they have motivations that are conflicted as well, whereas Santwan is just there to deal with Isom as a physical, in a physical way. Of course, having beaten him before, and then, of course, you see he beats him in Isom #1 rather climactically, I would say. That's my opinion. So we have, the fact that this is Santwan's solo debut, a Santwan tie into the Exclave crossover event, and the first time fans get to spend real time with a breakout fan favorite from Isom, where he came from, what he's made of, what he does when the rules of the game change underneath him. This is interesting. This is one of the books that I was thinking was going to get made a lot sooner. Of course, when ISOM 1 first launched, Santwan was one of the few named characters we had. So it was like, if there was going to be, it's like, oh, Santwan. But then, of course, we got like Bloodroof and Gooding in ISOM number 2. Of course, Yaira. I think Yaira and Alpha Core are always a given. But we've got, so many other books. We got Zalen and Horseman, which were just, invented by Chuck and Joe, right? We've got, let's say Saints and Sinners, but Dirty Deeds, Detention Crew, which I gotta go to the UPS store and pick up Detention Crew tomorrow. Dirty Deeds number 1 is a bit lost, but I believe I pre-ordered it, so I'm probably just got caught up with something. But anyways, the whole, this is a 56 pager. This is written by Eric July. Ricardo Jamie is the artist, and of course, Invisible Art Studios is the letterer. So we've got cover A, which is by Edu Mena, and Daniel Vasquez is the colorist. So you got Santwan taking out a Deathling here. Pretty simple. I do like it. And these are going to be very like bombastic action covers because Santwan's this massive freaking tank, right? Absolutely love Santwan's character. So Igor Vitorino and Felipe Felix, colorist for the B cover. Definitely like this. Does imply that ISOM is going to be part of this. Yeah, so Rippa HQ enjoyed Detention Crew, very cute, but actually pretty decent. So I gotta go pick it up tomorrow. I could have picked it. I was too lazy to pick it up after work, and UPS store is being closed. So I'll go pick it up tomorrow. You've got Santwan. This is cover C. Foiled and Boss Gusei Lo Piccolo with Felipe Felix as the colorist. Man, I think it's let's see, I forget his name because he appears in ISOM number 3, the Lizard Man. And again, whenever I do this, I have to mention, like, you can barely hear me, but I have to mention that I'm the most professional content creator ever. Nobody's more professional than me. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Because I'm at the yeah, I love ISOM Freeze art. Let's see here. Yeah, let's see. I'm just gonna look for the dang. Okay, so let's see. Okay. Oh, it's giving me the name Lepredo. Yeah, I knew it started with an L. But I just wanted to see where the introduction was. Because I swear there would have been like an introduction. Because I saw Lepredo appear, at the oil rig. But yeah, thank you for giving me the name. Because if I can't, because I would swear there was like an introduction. If not, it's doesn't seem like there is. Okay, does not seem like there is. Anyway, I suppose that hardly matters. Let's see. So we got Garfield in the chat saying hail, and it seems like Rippa HQ and Garfield both agree that Dirty Deeds is fantastic. Apparently the best book in the Rippaverse. So I'm excited. So you're at J. Sully Ward. So let's see if I can check my but anyways, we'll go through the rest of the covers, and I want to check my my orders just to make sure that I do remember pre-ordering Dirty Deeds. There's so many freaking orders at this point. Yes, Lepredo. We have established it's Lepredo. Thank you. And Andrew put the wine, the box of wine down to give me the correct answer. I appreciate that. So, anyways, that's cover C with Lacrito and Santwan. I believe they have a bit of a spat. Nice and free. This is a foiled and embossed cover. Very, very cool. And finally, last but not least, we got the mask print cover with Gianluca Gugliotta and Sebastian Cheng as the colorist, who is the colorist for Ice and Free. This is, not Ice and Santwan, just literally like lifting up a tank. Absolutely epic. Might be one of the best covers. So lots of people are saying Dirty Deeds is the best in Rippaverse, hitting the community like a meteor. So yeah, I gotta get my hands on this book. But yeah, so I need to get my Alpha Core 2 review out. And I gotta get my Detention Crew done as well. So let's see. Let's see. Boo boo boo. Arc Stream Network. I don't think it was Arc Stream full start. I see. Here's what I did. Oh, I feel like guys, I feel like a dum dum, because what I did is that Great War Separation number 4. I tied those in together. So I ordered Dirty Deeds 2 of Great War Separation number 4. So if I get it, I'd have to order another copy, which I honestly I might do. I think. Wait, was it Dirty Deeds? It's Dirty Deeds number 2. That was ordered with Great War Separation number 4. Okay, actually, never mind then. So let's see. We'll take a look. We got Smuggler Stitch. Because I just wanted to see. Oh, Dirty Deeds Jailbreak. Norfolk Glorious Death number 2, of course. And then we've got the Black Eye Club and the Curse, part 2. Let's see here. Hellbound Stagecoach. Let's see here. The Ira Frost and Ruin. Oh, did I order? The 4. I feel like I would have. Let's see. Let's see here. Sadly, out of wine. We'll be fixing that one. Wrapped up with work. Did I forget? I'm looking through it to see if I didn't forget. Small detail that you loved was character heads appeared in speech bubbles to let you know who was talking in wide panels. It's a very typical thing that manga does. So that's I do like it when that happens. So we got Alpha Core number 3. Let's see. Let's see here. We've got. Oh, I did. Don't worry, guys. I ordered it. So I ordered it with a signed and graded. So, and it's coming with a free Blood Roof plushie, but it is shipping out to me. So it should be shipping out to me. But yeah, no, I ordered it last year in December. So I got the book pack, the signing graded C, and it's coming with a Blood Roof plushie. So I did not forget, but it should be coming to me at some point in the future. But anyways, that does give me time to wait for it. And I need to get my review of Alpha Core 2 out because I've been slacking on that. And I'm going to get Detention Crew. So I got to hop to the UPS store tomorrow and get Detention Crew. and then it'll be all ready for Dirty Deeds #1 when that comes out. But yeah, I just was like, just let me check. But anyways, let's see. I could use a better way to have which books I've ordered with like a check mark. Yeah, at this point, Mike sent that message twice. But yes, nice to see you in the chat. Mike has bad news as always. But yes, going through, it's a lot of freaking orders, man. But like you'll see processing and completed going through like your orders list. So it does make it a bit easier, but so many freaking orders. But anyways, this is a really cool thing. And I did order this because it's coming with a Vasi character card. So I'll go through it, I'll read it, and then I'll give it to somebody else. I do, my neighbors have kids. So they'll be able to, just give this book to them and saying, hey, because like I don't have kids. If I ever have kids, if anybody ever decides to have kids with me, God help that woman. But this is a children's book. It's also the book launching a new imprint. This is Rippaverse Backyard, so it's going to be making children's books with Rippaverse characters. This is featuring Vasi. So of course, in item #1, you have that image of Vasi being carried by Isom. Of course, Isom is Vasi's uncle. Also, like very much a father figure after Carol dies. We still don't really know. I think it was in an oil rig. I think that's what Altona says. But anyways, Vasi, bright young girl from the reverse, the niece of Isom and the daughter of a father she loved very much. Her dad, Terrell, isn't here anymore, but before he went, he started teaching her about something he called the mightiest thing. Vasi's unsure yet what it is. The good news is she has a whole family to help her figure it out. Her mom shows her how to be strong. Her grandpa helps her reach. Each person in her life teaches her something a little different and a little bit closer to the answer her dad wanted her to find. By the time the last page turns, Vasi knows what the mightiest thing really is, and so will the child you read it with. Like I said, I will just go through this book and read it on my own because I'm a unsociable loser that does not have kids. But yet I ordered a children's book because I needed to get that. I am obligated to get that freaking character card. But this is just coming with one cover, one character. So this is done by Matteo Lucetti, the same artist for Detention Crew. It's in that same style. It's also by Felipe Felix, who's the colorist. And again, this style really works for a children's book. Of course, this isn't, a comic for like a mature audience. Like if you like reading like Horseman and Alpha Core and The Cursed and The Black Eyed Club and Bloodroof, like these more mature stories, and those are the Rippaverse books you gravitate to. Like, oh, this is for babies, I don't need to read this. And yeah, this is for babies, but stuff like this is genuinely good, especially with the deal with Hachette. This is going to be in libraries. This is going to be in the kids section at Barnes and Noble. And imagine being like, I don't know, a first grader and reading this with your dad or your mom, and then you see Isom a couple years later. That's the long game, and I think they're right to play this. And I think also the fact that this book isn't going to be inundating your kids with like gay communism or how to engage in degenerate behavior. I mean, you've seen some stuff in Germany. Because you guys watch Humpty Potpourri, he sent me some stuff Germany. I don't even want to say it because we're streaming on YouTube. But suffice it to say, Eric is not going to be doing that stuff. Of course, he had his son last year with his wife, Mazel Tov. But anyways, I like stuff like this. I generally do. Like I said, I'm going to go read it, get the character card. I'll not sure how they show it off, but basically show the book off on Braxcast, and then I will give it away. Because it's a book for babies. I'm not going to need it. It's not going to really be something I want to keep in the collection. Because I don't really see this book having much collector's value. Of course, there's one of a certificate in authenticity for $35, but that's not really necessary. If I had like, screw you money, which I don't, if I was at the point where I was making like $200K a year, Sure, I'd be getting like raid and signed copies of all these books because could afford it, but I'm not. That's the situation. I can barely afford to pay my rent. But anyways, that is basically Vassie's, Vassie the Mightiest Thing, Rippaverse Backyard. I imagine we'll see more of these. Probably a whole bunch of books with Vassie, considering she's the one kid character. I could also see them doing something. Let me be able to speak. With Yaira and Yashua, if I'm getting his name correctly, when they were kids. That was mentioned in what? Yaira number 2. Yes, if I believe I'm getting that, if I'm correct, remembering that scene, that flashback scene where they were kids. So something like that, something where like you have a young Isom, you could do something with Arcstream. I think Andrew, that is his name. He's not Blue Shift anymore. He's Arcstream. So you'd have something with Arcstream. Whether he's in high school or maybe you could remember a time he was like in middle school or elementary school, who knows? And do like a whole bunch of like kids books, because there are young reverse characters other than Vassie, and you could also take characters that are adults in the current timeline and go back to when they were kids, like I said with Yaira. I think that would be a cool one to do. But like I said, I like stuff like this. This isn't going to be like I doubt there's going to be like any like universe breaking lore in this book that everybody just has to buy to understand. Like there's not going to be like any nod to like the Exclave event or anything about like Isom's story or anything like that, because like Vassie doesn't even like fully know that Avery Silman is Isom, right? So it's not like we're going to see anything like that, right? But who knows? You think Vassie is a peaker though? Maybe we'll see something like that. That might be the one thing that there might be like a little nod to Vassie being a peaker, but I am like 99% skeptical that would ever be the case. But again, not like I said, the character card might be, we might get something like that. But anyways, I'll show off the character card. I'll go through the book. And then, like I said, I'm going to give this away to somebody who I think would actually get value from it. But that is, it's a rhyming text, told from Vassie's perspective, easy and engaging for young readers. This is, again, like I said, I like stuff like this. I like them going for that all ages audience. Of course, Matteo Lucetti's style is going to jive well with younger audiences. It's, simplistic. It's much more, it's much blockier than what the other styles of the Rippaverse are, which, I wouldn't say off-putting to children, but it's just like, it doesn't have that like bright, colorful, cartoony feel that really attracts younger readers. And I do think this is done quite well. But of course, I'll read it. But like again, I'm nearly 30 years old at this point, so I'm, this book probably would have been like around Y2K, like around like 9/11, happened is when this book was like I was at the peak audience for this book. Maybe a little bit older, maybe like before Bush's reelection. So. But yeah, it's a book for babies. I think I think would be a good book for babies. But that is Vassie and the Mightiest Thing. That's really all of the big stuff. So we went over the leaks. We went over Santwan'S solo debut, which is what I titled this live stream. Because initially I was just going to talk about like the leaks, but then they did those 2 books, and one of them being one of the books that was quote unquote leaked, or however you want to describe it. But I'm sure we'll keep on getting more Exclave books. So we'll probably get like Horseman Alpha Core, Sersha, and they'll just continually come out, which I'm really excited to see. But that is basically everything I have for you guys. So I think I might just end it here. because I got stuff to do tomorrow. And also kind of want to have a little bit of an evening. That I don't love streaming with you guys. But anyways, yeah, because I always go for my commentary rather quickly. And like I said, I don't want to like autistically go through every single week. You want to keep some of the mystery alive, right? Let's see. So yeah, no, that's I'm just I am just getting my bearings straight. But anyways, let's see. So are definitely a lot of books, but yeah, but there really isn't anything. We got a bunch of like orders closing, like Gabriel and the Guardians, and I think yeah, there's just a lot of stuff. Well, yeah, Ira Frost to Ruin. So with all the stuff that's like closing, I used to be able to when there was a more reasonable amount of stuff coming out to say, hey, this is closing. But I think people keep on track of it, like sign up with the email, follow them on social media, because I'm going through their Twitter right now. But yeah, I'm excited for I'm excited for Dirty Deeds #1. But Dirty Deeds #2 I've already pre-ordered, so but I just need to get Dirty Deeds #1. I'm sure they'll get it to me next week, although I did a day one order. But it could be since I ordered a signed and graded copy, it might be taking a little bit longer to get out to me. Maybe they're saving the number 10, a perfect 10. I doubt they are, but anyways, that is. Oh yeah, I just got one cover for Gabriel and the Guardians, but definitely want to go. Okay, so Mark is parked now. Good for you. You drove safely. That's good. And of course you got Garfield's Bizarre Adventure. Yeah, I mean, you know what I could do? Let's see, more. Let's create a space. Let's see. The Rippaverse. And we'll record space. Ba 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 ba. Yeah, so you got your CGC for Dirty Deeds. But anyways, yeah, so we can go. You guys want to hop on a Twitter space with me and talk Rippaverse? I'll keep this open for a little bit. If nobody wants to talk, then I think we can leave it there. But let's see. So, do you think what'll happen is that I think yeah, the best way. But I just want to make sure. Oh yeah, so I'll have the screen audio, and it won't record my own audio. But yeah, I mean, this Twitter space is recording, so like literally going to be saying nothing. But I'm unmuted, so let's see. Oh, requested. Let's see. Yeah, so we got someone. Yeah. Okay. I can hear you.
Hey. Oh, sorry.
Okay. You have anything you want to say?
Well, I'm here for the Rippaverse. I'm sorry, heard you go.
Okay. Are you trolling me? Because you kind of sound like.
What do you mean?
Oh no. I guess you got like a bit of a funny voice.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. I mean, maybe that's just me. I'm a bit tired, but yeah, no. There's a
Oh,
lot of like I wouldn't say I guess bad actors. I'm not accusing you of being that, but you haven't said anything like mean, so I'm just being judgmental.
I mean, I'm a really good. I mean, I'm a good actor. I mean, I could act in the shows.
Okay,
That's
so
that.
yeah, well, okay. So what about the reverse you want to talk about, man?
I really want you to sort of explain it to me. I saw the words. I was like, oh, I want to jump into space.
Oh, so you just randomly like scroll. So you don't know anything about the reverse.
Well, I want to learn. I was the keywords really brought me into it.
Oh, okay. So, Rippaverse is this independent comic book universe started by Eric July about 4 years ago. Starts with this book Isom. So you have Avery Silman, who is this superhero, and it starts with his series, and there's a whole bunch of books that come after that. I guess that's not the best way to explain it, but the Twitter Space is in the Discord. But since Isom, there's been a lot of books. So we have a character Horseman, who's a vigilante. That is by Chuck Dixon and Joe Bennett. We have Zalon by them as well. We have Alpha Corps. They are these like super powered cops. And this takes place centrally in Flores Park. So it's a city state in Texas. So this takes place in like a alternate modern day where the United States has sort of fractured into several countries, with Texas being one of them. And how Texas became its own country is its own series of comic books called The Great War of Separation. The first 2 issues have been released, and number 3 and 4, their pre-orders are available. I believe number 3 will be shipping pretty soon. Not exactly sure, but yeah, no, the Rippaverse is just this independent comic book universe that takes place primarily in Texas, with the city-state Flores Park, in this bifurcated, like I said, this.
About that special feeling we get.
Yep. But yeah, that's like the 30,000 foot bird's eye view. So I made a video. Actually, I won it, but I made a video and I can post it in the files, about like where to start if you're completely new to the Rippaverse. And let's see. Yeah, if you're let's see. Let's see. I'm not sure exactly how to. Because he's playing. Yeah, you're playing music, man. Can you
walk around in the summertime saying, how about this heat? I'm on a
You better get your pussy out real fast.
let's see.
Sometimes I pour.
Yeah, you could refrain from playing music for a little bit. Thank you. Or while you're on the space. But anyways, if you're still listening, that is the high and low of the Rippaverse. And if you want to know where to start with the Rippaverse, I made a video a while back, and okay.
You better get your pussy out real fast.
That's it. Yeah, I mean, he's not really talking anymore, so I'm going to not settings. Yeah, so yeah, sorry about that. Like, you're just playing music, and I did not need it. Yeah, I was getting trolled. I was getting hardcore trolled. I should have realized that. But anyways. Yeah, I kicked him. So I kicked him. I was just like, I wanted to know like how to like mute him. Yeah. So anyways, but I kicked him. So don't worry. I should have kicked him sooner. But the only way, like, is to But yeah, that account was kind of like suspicious to me. But yeah, I was like, because like my initial was like, oh yeah, this guy is trolling me by the way his voice is sounding. But like, hey, I don't want to be mean, but I should have been mean. I should have been like, nah. Okay, but anyways, like I said, I'm a bit tired. So, but anyways, I kicked him. So just playing random. Uh, let's see. But anyways, getting a bit distracted. But it doesn't seem like. Do we have anyone who's genuine? Because I did post it in the free shill link. So let's see. Got those 2 new Rippaverse books. So, anyways, I'm a bit, like I said, a bit distracted. So, but yes, still need to find out about the Roman Empire in the Rippaverse. We totally do. And honestly, yeah, I probably will like just delete this space because like it got mentioned in this or it got recorded in this live stream anyways. So I got trolled, but I mean I knew I was getting like my like I said, my initial reaction was like I was getting trolled, but then I went on to being like genuine, like I shifted, but I shouldn't have. But anyways, when as before, anybody else? Okay. Because I think I will just end it, and yeah, I'm just gonna end the Twitter space and delete it. So delete. There we go. The Roman Empire never fell in the Rippaverse. Quite interesting. Like in the West and the East, that's rather interesting. Unless you're like joking. Because like, but then why would Paris exist? I mean, it's not like Paris like wouldn't exist. But I just don't think it would be called. It would necessarily be called Paris. Because that would imply like the French language develops. And you know you would have a unified vulgar Latin. Still. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Of course. You're joking. I'm like, that makes no sense. Just what I'm thinking about. But anyways, basically just going through my Twitter feed. Oh man, this is a cool cover for Horseman. But anyways, yeah, before I get trolled again epically. Although it could have been a much more intense troll. He triggered my Roman autism has been triggered. It never, you know, it's like it's always triggered. You know, like the Hulk, the Avengers. Like I'm always angry. Like I'm always autistically thinking about the Roman Empire. Anyways, but before I bore you guys or do anything else or do anything even dumber, I think I am going to end it here. Decent stream. I definitely do want to do a Twitter space because I did one way back. It was very early in Braxcast Live, and I think I ought to do that again sometime. I also can always go through more videos. Definitely want to, I would say not exclude, because I like Merc's videos, but I know he's a regular viewer and he hates it when I watch his videos because you know he doesn't like listening to the sound of his own voice, which I understand. You know, I guess I mean I'm not sure if I want to go through like my own old videos because that's cringe. But anyways, maybe like other than like the first episode of Braxcast because that'd be an interesting one to go through. Anyways, I'll sit on that. I'll mull it over. You guys have a good night. Have a fantastic weekend. Joker is out.